The US and the UK systems have some similarities, but there are also big differences. And of course, there are huge variations within the two sectors. I've never taught at real elite institutions, so I've never had the brightest students. I've always taught at the sort of good second-tier institutions in both countries. One of the big differences between the two is in the UK, the history departments own their students, effectively. They plan the trajectory. The students have some choice, but usually there's not that much choice. The course has a clear hierarchy, so you know what the students are doing in the first year, the second year, and the third year. The students that you're teaching are all in the same year. And so in that sense, you control the trajectory to a considerable extent. In the US, the students are controlling their own trajectory, meeting requirements that will be sort of monitored by some university-wide system. They can take, and many institutions like ours have very few prerequisites. So basically, in theory, they can take any course at any time. In practice, they'll have advice that they should be starting at the lower level courses. But in any classroom, you can have a large variation of experience and knowledge and an interest specifically in pursuing a history degree as a whole. And that does require some adjustment. And so, for example, we've been trying to rethink the curriculum here, and we have a map, a rather sophisticated map, about the skills and challenges that students might acquire and might face at each level. But in practice, I'm Director of Undergraduate Studies here, and I've been wary of making this too public and making this an official document, because I'm very conscious that in fact we have a lot of students, and we need the numbers, who will be coming into a history course for the first time at the 300 level. So in that sense, the UK system offers a clearer hierarchy. The thing that I like about the US system, on the other hand, is partly a result of this diversity, that you do have, for example, intelligent biology majors who are taking your class on the Holocaust and really are interested in the misapplications of scientific knowledge to problems of eugenics, just to take one example. And also, I have to say, US students are already taught at school, at high school, and even below, to verbalize and to share. And it does make teaching an easier experience when you have 20, 30, 40, 50% of your class who need no coaxing to speak. And that, so much of, I found, of the energy that was required in making a dynamic classroom was actually getting people to speak in the go. I mean, I haven't been there for 8 years, it may have changed a little bit, but that is something that I really appreciate here.